Have you ever noticed how silence can feel way more uncomfortable than actual yelling? Like someone could scream at you for 5 minutes, and somehow that still feels less scary than when they suddenly go quiet and say, okay. That tiny okay has ended more peace than history books. Silence is strange. It has no sound, no shape, no volume, but somehow it can completely control a room. A classroom becomes silent before exam results. A group chat becomes silent after someone says something weird. And family dinners become silent the second someone mentions career choices. Coincidence? Absolutely not. Because silence is never just silence. Humans are emotional detectives. Our brains are constantly searching for meaning in everything. Facial expressions, voice tones, typing speed, even punctuation, especially punctuation. Okay feels friendly. Okay feels like you need to start packing your bags and disappearing into the mountains. And when there are no words at all, your brain starts creating its own story. That's why silence feels louder than words, because silence leaves room for imagination, and imagination is dangerous. Imagine texting someone, "Hey, are you mad at me?" Now imagine they don't reply for 2 hours. Your brain instantly transforms into a full-time overthinking machine. At first you stay calm. They're probably busy. Then 30 minutes later, maybe I said something wrong. 1 hour later, they hate me. 2 hours later, I should move to another country and start a new identity. Meanwhile, they were asleep. Humans are incredible at creating emotional disasters from absolutely nothing. But there's actually a reason for this. Our brains are designed to fear uncertainty. Back in ancient times, uncertainty could be dangerous. A weird sound in the bushes could be a tiger. Silence in the tribe could mean something bad happened. So the human brain learned something very important. If information is missing, assume danger. And honestly, our brains still do that today. That's why silence after an argument feels terrifying. Not because silence itself hurts, but because you don't know what it means. Are they angry? Sad? Done with you? Planning revenge? Nobody knows. Especially not at 2 a.m. when your brain suddenly becomes a professional emotional investigator. And silence becomes even louder at night. Have you noticed that? During the day, life distracts you. People talk, cars move, phones buzz. But at night, everything slows down. And suddenly your thoughts become the loudest thing in the room. You start remembering embarrassing moments from years ago, like that time you waved back at someone who wasn't waving at you. Your brain stores those memories forever for absolutely no reason. Silence also exposes emotions people try to hide. Someone can say, "I'm fine." But silence tells the truth. You can feel sadness in silence, awkwardness in silence, love in silence. Sometimes two people sitting quietly together can feel more connected than people talking nonstop. Because not all silence is bad. Some silence feels peaceful, like sitting beside someone where you don't need to force conversation. No pressure, no fake small talk, no pretending to care about the weather for the 400th time. That kind of silence feels safe. And honestly, finding someone you can comfortably be silent with is rare because most people are terrified of quiet moments. The second conversation pauses, humans panic. Someone immediately says something random like, "So, crazy weather lately." Even if the weather is completely normal, we just hate empty space in conversations. But silence has power. Think about movies. Right before something important happens, everything goes quiet. No music, no talking, just tension. Because silence forces attention. It makes people feel. That's why pauses are powerful in speeches too. If someone talks nonstop without pauses, your brain gets tired. But a pause makes people lean in. It gives words weight. Without silence, words lose meaning. It's like music without breaks. Just nonstop noise. Eventually, it becomes exhausting. Silence is what gives sound importance, and maybe that's true for life too. The quiet moments are often where people learn the most about themselves. Not during parties, not during scrolling, not during distractions, but during those quiet moments where there's nothing left except your thoughts. And that's exactly why so many people avoid silence, because silence doesn't distract you from yourself. It introduces you to yourself, your fears, regrets, dreams, loneliness. Everything gets louder when the outside world becomes quiet, but maybe silence isn't trying to hurt us. Maybe silence is trying to show us something we've been avoiding. Maybe that's why silence can feel louder than words, because words come and go. But silence stays long enough to make you listen.